So today's video is going to be a plan with me. I hope that you can join me in planning. You can put me on in the background if you'd rather just put your music above my voice. Feel free to do that. Especially this week, I wanted to apologize for my voice. I am sick. My mom gave me the flu, so dealing with that. I don't have the sexiest voice right now, but I hope that you can forgive that. So originally I had an idea to do a February reset and a plan with me video as two separate things. I'm thinking that I still might do that because the February reset, I still have a few things that I want to do, but I just want to set up my weeks for next week, obviously, so that I can have that ready to go and hit the ball running on Monday. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set these up. I do need to fill in, since I've been sick, I have some catching up to do. So let's see. Actually, I might do that on my reset video instead and just keep this as a purely plan with me for the week. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And I will do my best to mute myself whenever I have to cough or clear my throat. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with my Hobonichi 𝙘𝙧𝙚𝙀𝙀 2024. Did I talk about this with you guys already? I'm like completely zonked out this week. I don't know. Let's see. Going over here into my channel and what videos I've released. Okay, so I did release the January journaling medley, and I believe I did talk about the Hobonichi weeks in not the weeks, the Hobonichi 𝙘𝙧𝙚𝙀𝙀. Oh my goodness, the Hobonichi cousin event that I bought for work. So let me see, have I set up anything for next week that I need to cover? I think I already started planning for my week, so bear with me here. I really love these clips, but one of the things I do not enjoy is that sometimes they get caught into other pages. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I did start setting up the week already. Let me go ahead and just cover this with a post-it. Where are my little post-its? Here. And for the work planner, I'm not gonna show much. But I do want to give you a rundown of how I'm using this notebook. Okay. So in previous weeks, this is a new setup for me. In previous weeks, I didn't have this little column up here, but as you can see, and maybe I'll zoom you in a little bit. I'm thinking of maybe using this little top section for my planned social media content. And I am using a friction pen for this top part because if there's one thing I've learned about myself is that I can plan all I want, but really I am the same way with social media posting as I am with reading, and it's that I'm a mood reader. I'm a I guess I'm a mood social media content poster, whatever that entails. And also, I've been really sick lately. I think it's also just part of the season. But anyways, the goal was to release this plan with me that I'm recording right now tomorrow. So, but I can't really show you that. Actually, let me see. Can I show you this section here? Yeah. Okay. So, I hope you can see that without actually seeing all the other stuff. Okay, so, and you know what? Actually, is there something? Let's use Herbly over here. Okay, so the plan was, as you can see here, I have some, which I'll set up now, some habit trackers in here to record today the February reset and the plan with me so that I can release the plan with me tomorrow, which is what I'm doing right now, is recording the plan with me, to be determined whether I'll record the February reset today or not. But the goal was to post the February reset on Tuesday And then I will be doing a plan with me, hopefully, if all goes well in my little scheduled world. I will be doing a plan with me. I will be posting a plan with me every Sunday. One of my goals for this month, aside from setting up my website, is to have a consistent video every week. So I am playing around with different content ideas, but I did want to have at least one weekly video that you guys can count on and count on the day that it's being posted, because so far since it's a fairly new channel, I've been experimenting with different post dates and times, but I think that there is something to be said about expecting a video on a certain day. So I will be planning to post these weekly plan with me's on Sundays at 9 a.m. So that's the goal. And now that I've said it on this video, I am going to try to hold myself accountable, and feel free to hold me accountable as well. Okay. Something that I did also want to mention actually is that I posted a poll on the community tab about the backdrop, right? About whether you guys prefer to have this kind of like purple backdrop. This was the main color that I was using when I was branded as Soft and Spunky. But now that I've changed it to just 𝙢𝙘𝙤𝙘, I am trying to figure out whether you guys like this purple background, or if you prefer like a more natural wood. If you could go into the community post and vote on that, that's a poll, or leave it in the comments below whether you prefer kind of like this colored background, or if you prefer natural wood, dark wood. I've even seen some cork board, and I really like the look of the cork board. Cork, oh my goodness, cork board, because it's a more dark-ish brown. I really like that. I don't know how comfortable it is to journal on, but I'm willing to experiment. So if you could either vote on that poll or comment down below in the comment section, I would greatly appreciate it. So back to what I am using this for. So the weeklies, I'm using it as a general high-level overview of what I need to get done. I will go ahead and write down any appointments that need to get done in the week. Let me see here. See, for example, I have a vet appointment that I wrote in for my cat Suki on the 15th. I just went ahead and wrote that in pencil. And once I'm actually planning for the week that I've confirmed this appointment, I'll go ahead and write it in pen. And then see, I have my tentative schedule here for the weekly videos. So, okay, so I am using this as a high level, and like you can see here, I'm also using it to track my cleaning log. I had my cleaning log in my media journal, and I also had it in my health journal. I've used it in different places, but the one that I'm in every single day, at least right now that I've started using this one during the day, is this one. So I like the idea of putting it here. I'm going to do that again next week. And then the social calendar, just to see when I'm posting. I had established a different idea for this, and I think you can see that in my 𝙘𝙧𝙚𝙖𝙩𝙚, where I mentioned that I was going to use dot stickers to kind of like place when I've posted them in the Hobonichi weeks planner that I had when I first started the year for work. But since then, I decided to just use a little habit tracker. So I'm going to be moving this down here though. So let me go ahead and just do that. And like I said, feel free to have music on in the background as well as just me talking. I'm not going to have music in this video. It's just going to be nice and simple. So feel free to have your own music, because there are going to be moments where I don't talk because I need to be concentrating. And as much as I love talking, I I can't talk and like write certain things down at the same time. So, bear with me. So yeah, feel free to have your own music in the background, kind of like working in tandem with my voice for those moments that I'm not speaking, or just, whatchamacallit, embrace the silence of it all. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. In fact, I think I might put on my headphones. This is really gonna be for the planner girlies that just want to body double. And I mean girlies non-gender, right? Like planner girlies not in a non-gender way. What was I even gonna say? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I have like brain fog. I don't know how I'm doing this video right now because There's so much brain fog. Oh, this is gonna be for like okay, the legit planner girlies who just want to have like a body doubling session. I wanted to have just one video that was kind of like low effort in a sense, so that I really enjoy the ones that I see where it's just talking through the planning system. Um, I don't know, I really like them. So I figured that I wanted to include one of those videos for those of you that prefer having no music, just talking, just a, no cutting and all that stuff. Kind of catering to everyone's likes. Not everyone likes this type of video, and that's totally fine if you're not into it. I am going to continue doing the journaling medleys, which are more involved, have more music in them and such, but I figured having one of these once a week would be good. And since it's low effort on the editing side of things, then it'll be something that I can consistently post even when I have maybe less energy to do so. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. So yeah, let me go ahead and just write down this habit tracker before I forget what the heck I'm doing. Let's see. What do I want to listen to in the background while I am not talking? Also, feel free to shout out in the comment section what you have been liking this week, any media related things that you've been liking, or YouTube people that you've been enjoying. I've been really enjoying Instagram this week, which is surprising because I'm not an Instagram fan, but I found a lot of people in the personal rings community right now that I'm really loving to interact with, because I also have a personal rings that I need to set up. That's another video that's going to be coming soon. I am going to be receiving the last of the things that I ordered for this today in the mail, hopefully. So expect a setup for that soon. But I've been really liking Instagram for that. I've been watching, let's see, what is her name? It was her birthday recently. She has like this green personal rings that is so pretty. Oh man, what's her name? Completely blanking. Someone else that I've been watching too is Erin Ware. I just joined her Patreon because she has the most beautiful printables. So check her out. She's an artist. Erin Ware, really loving her stuff right now. Watched a few of her videos. Obviously, Katie from Planning My Energy. Actually, she's one of the people that I was inspired by in creating these kind of like longer plan with me's. Because I love watching her plan with me videos for the week. It's one of my favorite things to watch when I'm working. I love body doubling in general. Tell me if this happens to you. Whenever I say body doubling, I want to say bodily doubling. Like my tongue will automatically try to say bodily doubling instead of body doubling. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Also, if you really like this type of content of like the plan with me's, definitely watch the Leah Way. Love her. Um, and if I could remember the name of the Evergreen Inks. That's who it was. Evergreen Inks. I've been watching a lot of her videos in preparation for setting up my personal rings. So if I remember any other content creators that I want to mention, I'll go ahead and add that. And will I finally? The question is, will I finally do this habit tracker? Okay, so let's see. How did I set this up last week? I do want to have. Yeah, I like how I did this one more than this one. So the Sunday on the number. I don't know if I'm gonna have space to do both of them here. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. MTWTFSS. Yes. Okay. And then I do want to do the cleaning one here in the bottom. So litter, vacuuming. And some of these are not things that I need to do daily, but I like seeing when the last time I did them was. Like, for example, cleaning out the drains. I'm not doing that daily or even weekly, but I like to have a way to kind of see the last time I did it. And And this kind of weekly tracker is what works best for me. I know some people like to do that in their monthlies or maybe in their year in a glance. Whatever works for you, right? This is the way that I've been doing it lately. Oh, actually, I did laundry yesterday, so I have to cross that off. Like I mentioned, I'll go ahead and finish off whatever I have in the weeks. Take out trash. During my reset. Another community poll that I added that I would love your input on, if you can leave it in the comments below or go to the community poll. I wonder if I can link community polls in the cards. If I can, it'll be linked there or in the description, but otherwise the comments is fine. If you guys use any, where's my ruler? If you guys use any, like monthly reflection prompts or questions, I have been wanting to do that now that I'm going to be doing the February reset, or the monthly reset rather. I have been wanting to, excuse me, I've been wanting to do some of those reflection questions. So if you have any that you like, again, please leave them in the comments. I love hearing about all the stuff that you guys do. I was talking to the workshop group that I'm a part of for Planned by Jyla, for Jess's Patreon group, about something that I was inspired to do based on something that Jess said in her Unplanned podcast, which I'll link that down below because it's really good. It's on Patreon. And we were talking about how, you know, sometimes you have an idea in your head that is lingering there, but it just won't come out for some reason or another. And you hear someone else say something, and all of a sudden that thought like materializes in your brain, and you wouldn't have reached that unless you heard someone else talk about it. And now I don't even know why I brought that up. What was I talking about that I wanted to bring that up? Oh my goodness. What a way to start this series, am I right? Do I want to add this here, or do I want to add this here? Technically, I'm using this bottom part as kind of like an inbox, but I didn't use it much last week. So maybe I'll just add the tracker down here. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so once again, adding, which line did I use? This one. So Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. NTWTFSS. Okay, and then we got, which one do I start with? I start with YouTube video. So YouTube video, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Community, IG, which one's first? IG Feed, IG Story. I'm really active on IG Stories right now. I like how like easy it is. It's not something that I struggle with on Instagram, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to eventually start a Patreon. As one of my perks. One of my issues with Instagram is the algorithm essentially, and how curated the algorithm makes everything. I don't know. I miss the days where it was just based on when things were posted, and it feels like you have to cater to the algorithm more than just, to succeed, more than just posting, tidbits that you want to share. It's much more about aesthetically pleasing things than necessarily just like sharing what you're doing or what's going on, or, a spread or whatever. I don't know, that just might be my perception of it, but I really struggle with that aspect of Instagram. And so I've really enjoyed Instagram stories because it does feel more, I guess, natural, more, what's the word I'm looking for? More, it's not necessarily authentic, because it's not like I'm saying that the posts that people make about their spreads or things like that aren't authentic. I think they are, but just not as catered, I guess. More natural, more low effort. I don't know. Is any of that making sense? Does anyone else feel that way, or is that just a me thing? Okay, so those are my two setups. And then here I'll put my high level goals. And this will usually involve client work, right? Let me go ahead and get you in frame. This will usually be client work. So I can't really show you that. And then I'll just do a sort of like a brain dump of all of the things that I know that I need to do like on a high level before the week even starts, right? This is more of like a pre-planning type of thing, whereas in my dailies, I'm really going about, what needs to get done in the day. This is more of a pre-plan, seeing what appointments I have, seeing what time I have available to me and how I need to schedule myself in the week. And that is not following a specific date. Any appointments within the dates do get put in their respective dates, but everything else isn't really time-based or date-based. It's just me kind of like running through things that I need to get done, right? And I am experimenting with like just writing down on Mondays what, like for example on Monday, what it is that I think I can get done on Monday, and then moving into Tuesday and then migrating accordingly. I saw someone, actually I wrote it down. Where is it? I did want to mention that because I spoke about it in my last video. Mochi Cloud, I think it was. Where's my plan with me? When I tell you, I know I wrote it down. Where is it? Oh, I guess I didn't write it down here, but I know it's the Mochi Cloud. She's the one who inspired me to do this type of setup where it's not really time-based or day-based. It's kind of just like a running log of things that you're thinking of doing. So I will just write down all of the stuff that I know that I have to do at a high level from the beginning of the week. And then I will kind of like touch base every other day. So if I start work on a Monday, then I'll touch base on Wednesday and see anything that is pending from the beginning of the week and kind of like migrate it over. But again, this is just like a high level overview. This is not meant to be like for specific tasks. And then I was using this down section here, or this bottom section here rather, for kind of like inbox, kind of like little things that I thought of during the day. But I might figure out a different means for this section because I wasn't using it very much, and I have started using a section in my dailies for the inbox. So we shall see. Let's see, in terms of what I need to get done this week. So if I'm going to do my plan with me here, then I need to record, and the plan is to record on Saturdays, right? So do I have any appointments this week? No, I don't think so. Let me look at my Notion calendar. Did you guys hear about the Notion calendar and how it's integrated now into like an actual calendar where it takes up and like gives you notifications and all that? If you use Notion, 1010 recommend. I was not a very big fan of. Oh, actually, I do have some stuff today. Oh, and then really, this week is dumpster pickup? Oh, that's good to remember, actually. Let me write that down. So I have my dumpster pickup. Dumpster pickup every second Thursday. And I didn't realize that, though, since the month started on Thursday, that this would be the second Thursday. Okay. See, this is the importance of looking at your calendars, people. Okay, so dumpster pickup, and then I do have a week-long thing going on. Okay, good to know. So let me time black that here. And I do mark appointments as red, or like events as red. So let's see, Tuesday. Okay. So I know that I don't really have. And I do what I call opening and closing shifts for myself, right? And so my closing shift is usually at 7. Since I have a meeting at 7, I know that my closing shift this day has to be earlier. So things like that are important to note down. Okay, so I think, so what I was going to do here was, Mhm. I think that's it for now in terms of like non-client work. I have to go in and add different things for clients, but I will do that off camera. Let me see if I have, yeah, I already started adding things into my day on Monday. So I won't be able to show you that. Mm-mm-mm. But I will show you, I'll go ahead and do my setup for Tuesday. So I am splitting up. Oh, hold that. I'm splitting up my, excuse me, layout in these quadrants. And this is for client work. So client work tasks for the day. And this is for personal and my own business work during the day. And actually, let me go ahead since I'm already here and write down that there is dumpster pickup. Don't forget. And then what I had been doing was splitting this up. Let me see if there's any example I can show you. I don't think so. I think that they're all going to have client info. Oh, actually, that works. Okay. Can you see that? Let me zoom you in. Boom, 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 boom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. Anyone know? Anyone remember Xenon? Okay, here we go. So I have been doing and this is just one example. I kind of switched it up where now I'm putting the whole timeline on this one side and then having planned and actual. So I am doing 30-minute blocks, right? So I am working on waking up at 6 every day and doing my morning routine between that and 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is my opening shift where I go ahead and open all of my, turn on my computer, open all of my softwares and programs that I need for my work during the day, look at my to-do list, kind of like set up my intentions for the day. That's what happens, and then fill out any of my journals. So that happens during opening shift, and then I will soft schedule the clients that I will be working on in every respective task, because I noticed that for me, one of the things that really helps with my productivity is the Pomodoro method. So that's why I do 30-minute increments, and I do color code. So I have a color for each client, I have a color for personal, and I have a color for like my businesses. Excuse me. So I will soft schedule that. And then, as I mentioned, this was before where I just had like it running this way. I now put the full timeline vertically, and then the split happens where this is planned and this is actual, which I'll show you now. I was planning on doing something different this week, but I will, for the purposes of this demonstration, show you how I did it previously because it does work. So I will split the column. And then we'll start here, and 6, 7, 8. I don't time block those because I just do whatever I need to do during my morning routine. But then I do start doing the 30-minute increments here. So And then after 5, I don't do client work. So that's just usually for either personal or my own businesses. So I don't do the 30 minutes there either. So then that's just 18 and 19. And at 7 o'clock is when I do my closing. So I don't need anything after that. So it works perfectly for this kind of time frame. And so based on whatever I need to get done during the day, I will soft schedule the Pomodoro segment and what client I'm going to be working on during that I guess focus session, right? And I will do that with the little color coding markers for each client. And then here is what I'm using for my inbox section. And then on top here, I will put 3 of the most important tasks for the day. So this has all of my tasks, and then here are my 3 tasks where if I complete those, then it's a good day. I was productive if I complete those 3 things. And yeah, that's pretty much how I am doing work right now. I will go ahead and actually enter or write down all of the client work that I need to get done, but I will have to do that off camera because I can't show you those things because it is confidential. So that's that. I'm gonna add back my tab here. Okay, so yeah, that's work. I'll get back to that later. Now let's set up my health planner. Excuse me. And as you can see, I have not filled anything in. I have to go in and fill it out. So I go ahead and do this little section for my weather tracking. I don't know what it is about this little extra section here that I love so much, but I really love it. Without it, it doesn't make me as happy to come into this journal. So there's that. Also, today is a sunny day, which is so nice. We've had quite gloomy days, and you can tell that the sun is out. You can't see them, but like there's squirrels running all over the place in my backyard. They're so cute. I hope the hawks don't get them. I had never seen a hawk here, but then yesterday, or was it the day before, we had some work being done on some of the doors, and the guy who came, he was like, "Oh, look, it's a hawk." And there was a hawk in my tree. And I was like, "I've never seen a hawk here." I'm always looking for birds because I have a bird issue. Like I love birds. Um, but I can never spot a lot of them, and he just like spotted it out of nowhere. Anyways, so this is my sleep section. This is my meals section. This is my weather section. And now for the trackers. Okay, so we're going to do our bar graph first, which complements the sleeping tracker. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Monday. Okay, and then let's put in my little coffee sticker. These are from Planner Monkey Co. If I can get it off. Oh, nice. Good timing there. Cool. So do you keep a time tracker, a health tracker? Be really curious to know if you do. Yeah. So energy and stress. I was just thinking whether I wanted to keep it or not, but I do. I do. High, medium. Well, mostly because I like the colors. What can I say? I'm easy to please in that aspect. I like pretty things. It's nothing shameful in liking pretty things. And if it makes you happy, then why not? Okay. What happened there? So yeah, sadly, because I've been sick this week, I haven't really been much in my journals, which is just something that happens, right? And I'm not someone who really like shames myself for like empty spreads. But on the flip side of that is that I know that I just feel better when I'm journaling, right? Like when I'm planning, when I'm journaling, it's a form of self-care for me, right? So not being in it during the week feels kind of sucky. Okay, so steps Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Should probably do my blood sugar today. I don't have any issues with blood sugar and I would like to keep it that way, but every so often I just like to do a little test. So again, this is not something that I necessarily do every day. Just having the space for it so that I can reference it later on is useful. And then my habits. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, these medications are things that I should be taking daily and then forget to. So there's that. Which, speaking of habits, I should go outside today. I should go outside even for a little bit because it's sunny out and there has been a lot of sun in the past couple of days. So even though I feel like poop, I should try to maybe get some sun, even for a little bit. Right? Let me mark this with my pen. My highlighter first. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the week. I don't really have to do anything else for setup. Okay, awesome. It's pretty fast and easy to do. I'm trying to keep the health planner as basic as I can, even though I love decorating. But there's more information that I need that's more valuable than just adding a sticker for this particular um, journal. So I just keep it nice and simple. So that's ready for the week. Love to see it. And then for my media journal, going through a bit of a crisis with my media journal because of my rings planner. So there might be changes going on there. We shall see. But for now, let's go ahead and set this up. Okay. You know, I just realized I didn't look up at all during the health. Oh Lord, I didn't look up at all during the health planner setup, so I don't even know if I was in frame the whole time. I am so sorry if I was not in frame. You guys didn't see half of that. Let me just to make sure. Oh gosh, this is what that looks like. Oh my goodness. I really hope I was not out of frame. I really apologize if I was. So this is the sleep section where I write down the sleep times, like when I went to sleep and if I woke up during the night, and my wake up time. I put my meals here, the weather. This is my sleep bar graph. So it takes the amount of hours I slept versus the times. The amount of coffee cups I've had in a day. This tracks my energy and stress levels throughout the day, my steps, my blood sugar for when I take it, and then my different habits. So I apologize again if I was out of frame. I have a feeling I was, which sucks. Oh my. Okay. So do I want to set this up? Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna forego setting this up for now. I'm gonna wait for my da 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 da. What's it called? For my rings stuff to arrive today, and I'm gonna set that up. And if I end up deciding that I want to try doing this in my rings for the week, then I'll do that. If not, then I will either add this clip to the end of this video, or I will add it as a journaling session into the February journaling medley. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on setting this up because I don't want to set it up and then not use it and have wasted my beautiful stickers. So I'm gonna wait on this one, which means that we're pretty much done for today's journaling session. It's a little shorter than I thought it would because I'm not gonna include this one, but yeah. These videos will probably end up being closer to an hour-ish long once I actually include the media journal, whether it be it here or my personal rings. So keep that in mind for future videos. But I guess this one's going to be ending at around 40-ish minutes. Thank you so much for planning with me. I hope that you have a good start to your week. That you found this enjoyable. Oh my, that you found this productive and joyful to plan along with. Um and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.